Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at the Cherrier Tango. The Tango is based on the first generation of the Renault Twingo, and this is how it looks from the outside. Simple 3D model, not the most polished, but it's still good enough. And then if we go on the inside as well, the interior is pretty Spartan, but at least it's modeled on the original vehicle. A small critic about this vehicle is the fact that the seats look a bit too small for this vehicle, but just a small detail. And now let's go and test this vehicle. Now this has a 1.2 liter engine, and it also can mount a 1.4 liter engine with turbo. So this is the slowest vehicle you can have, and it's still a good experience. It is a slow city vehicle that you should use only in traffic, and overall the driving experience, it is satisfying. You don't have a lot of speed with this engine, but at least it is pretty much controllable with no issues. Some understeer, of course, for example here, but it's understandable. I'm doing 120 km per hour, but not even that much. It's still pretty manageable. Anyway, I want to do just a little bit more driving and then a crash with this car. Okay, this road wasn't the most exciting to choose from, but anyway, is there a solid wall or because if I hit the grass and the foliage, not much damage will be done, but that wall, for example, can be good. And let's see, 100 km per hour, oof, oh, okay, and bounce on the column, and I'm almost falling off. Okay, so please save it, nice, and get back on your wheels. Okay, stop. Perfect. The damage, let's see. Damage is decent enough. Let's zoom in a bit, and it's pretty good. A critic of this vehicle is that, for example, at least for me, I have never been able to have the textures of the engine and all the related stuff. I did a deep cache cleaning and I still can't have the textures of the engine, so that's a small problem to fix. And also, and this is probably not immediately noticeable, but if you are around the cars a lot, you will notice, and is that this vehicle is too strong for a vehicle of this age. I did a 100 and almost 10 km per hour impact, and look at the shell. It's still in very good shape, and it shouldn't be. So this Tango, it's stronger than the Twingo counterpart. This vehicle comes with 9 configurations. 3, the base, the beater and the cargo, have the 1.2 liter engine. The drag, the GTI, the race, the rally and turbo have the 1.4 liter engine. They have though one issue, and is that they can't be driven too hard or they will overheat fast. And it's not even funny. They will overheat so fast that you wouldn't even expect it. So if you want to do a proper race or a chase and you want to escape with some of these vehicles, keep that in mind, that you can overheat pretty fast. And then there is probably the most unique configuration, the homemade aeroplane. And this is the homemade aeroplane and how it looks like. For this vehicle, you can't use the controller because for the rear wing flaps, you need to use Shift F and R, otherwise you can't move them. So you have to use the keyboard to drive this vehicle. It isn't the hardest to drive, so now let's just take off. Okay, I think I'm already good. Okay, and I'm already flying, and as you can see, I am bad with planes, but with this vehicle I am not that bad. I can drive it I can fly it pretty easily, and if you have some skills, you can even do some tricks with this vehicle. Like for example, I can do a barrel roll. Okay, let's see. No, okay, I can't. But at least I can recover decently enough without crashing in the sea. And this vehicle, this is all it can do. It can fly, and it can fly pretty well. So props to the creator to create this vehicle, because it is incredibly funny. Even if it is somewhat difficult for some people, because you have to press a lot of buttons at the same time on the keyboard, so it can cause some troubles if you are not accustomed to it. And now, between some lags from my PC and my bad flying skills, let's try to land. Okay, so I have to do the setup, the positioning. Okay, that's the strip. So if I go towards this way, okay, and now I lost control. Don't brake. Okay, perfect. Now, did you see that I was able to save it? Perfect. So what if I... No! Okay, come on. Oh, oof. And it is... No! Okay. Okay, it is pretty difficult. But I'm aligning myself, which is nice. Perfect. Okay. Now, down. Okay. This is the first landing I'm trying, by the way. I've never tried, because I always crashed. Okay, let's see. It seems pretty fast. Okay, okay, no, I bounced. That's not ideal. The wheels are not round anymore, but can I land? Yeah, and that's a problem, because if you mistakenly leave the shift button and you will try to correct the trajectory, you will reset the vehicle, because you have to press F and R. So that's poor button choice. I don't have the time to go and check to swap it, so I keep it this way. But it isn't the ideal button choice. Anyway, I'm flying again, and now let's smash in the castle. Let's see. We are back in World War II, baby. Okay, and that was an unusual crash. I landed close to the wings, and this was the homemade aeroplane. And now I'm at the descent for the last crash. I'm using the Turbo Tango, and let's see how it will go. Okay, so for this one, let's be that decently fast. Okay, so I'm upside down. Oof! Big impact, and now somersaulting and picking up a lot of speed. Okay, if I hit a cube, okay. I skipped most of the cubes, but damage is still pretty important. Oof. Okay, of course it's upside down, because why it has to land on the wheels. Okay. And it's pretty beat up. The 3D model, it has some spiking, which is not ideal, but overall it seems to appear only in the base of the windshield. So it is a simple mod, okay? It isn't exactly polished or incredibly detailed, so I think this is a small price to pay to have a Twingo in this game. So overall, I think this is a good mod, and yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.